Right, Johnny here. And today we're gonna play some Long Journey Home. It's a physics kind of space roguelike-ish game. Begin with choosing our crew. Let's grab the astronaut. You can see in the middle of the screen there that item they carry with them. It has some use, and of course the crew members have some context-based special choices available. You'll see. Engineer, probably a good idea. Researcher. One more. Well, maybe the archaeologist. Yep, that'll be the crew. And we have 3 choices of ship. The first one is kind of an all-arounder. This is a bit more like a bit of a freighter type of situation. It has more hull strength and more cargo space, but it's quite difficult to maneuver. And this is a bit of a speedster. Not much cargo, not much hull strength. It's easy and fast to move around with. I was thinking I might go with the ISS Ulysses, since it's kinda all around type of thing. Let's see what colors we want. That's I guess that's kinda cool. And we choose a lander, which you use for getting resources and exploration done in the planets. There's the Odysseus. You can see the stats. There's this guy and this guy. I'm thinking I'm gonna go with Odyssey, I suppose. It has I like the hull strength and the drill efficiency, and it doesn't have excuse me, the cargo space is okay. So there's the seed. It's seed, and I have played some, so I'm not gonna go through the tutorial. Bit of a cutscene. Far, far away. And here we go. You can see the dent in the mesh there. It means there's gravity, and it's momentum and gravity and propulsion type of, well, quite realistic, really. And now we are on the orbit. You can see there's copper. You can use the metals for fixing up the ship, and obviously you can sell them when you find someone to sell them to. Let's just go ahead and land. bit of a separate physics type of little game, mini game really. What you want to be wary about is the gravity, or the amount of gravity maybe, and the convection, which is wind, and of course sometimes there's planets with really high temperatures. Now we're on top of the copper deposit or whatever, and we get to drill. We have the lander with the best drill, so when you drill a bit too deep you start to get damaged. There's all kinds of little wear and tear. Now we are back in orbit. There we go. Let's check out the ship. There's all kinds of parts that need to be operational. There's communications, which you use when you contact another ship. Database, which is pretty much self-explanatory. There's the missions and logs and locations and all that. There's the bridge, which we already kind of checked. Give it a bit of a pause so you can read it. There we go. There's the lander. You can add some of this equipment or whatever to this slot. The other landers might have more of these empty slots, but I like this one. Let's see. There's the resources. This is the one we mostly hang around in. Here we have the copper, which we picked up. Here's hydrogen. You use a fuel converter here to turn gases into fuel. And here's the EM drive, similar thing. This blue fuel is for maneuvering in the grid thing we were just moving around in, and this is for the EM drive, which takes you to, well, other solar systems. And between galaxies you have to use gates, which are controlled by one species or another. Here you can repair the hull. Might as well do that now. There we go, 100%. That's the lander. Not gonna do that now. And here you can discard resources that you don't need, or if you want to make room for more expensive stuff. Crew. There's the ailment slots there. They can get banged up if they're flying the lander, or there's some random encounter type of things that can cause all kinds of stuff, like we have concussion here. And once all the 5 are there the person dies, so you kind of want to be wary about that. There you can use your, we could use this to heal. Like you can see, there's the same symbol there, so it means you can heal that guy, but since it's only one ailment, I will use it later. So there we have the ship interface thing. Now we can just give some gas to the engine, and you want to be pretty conservative with your gas use. Seems to be a bit of a star there. I don't think we need to go there. You can go a bit faster, but it's kind of just, there's this turbo key or boost, and like it says, once you hold both thrust and boost, you can jump from this solar system to another. Pays to harvest all the resources you can. There we go, harmless. Sulfates, aluminum and helium. Aluminium, actually. I think this is made by German game developer, so aluminium. So we'll go ahead and land. Here you have the mini-map. It shows you all the resources, and the red thing is a chance encounter type of thing, so just got the copper from the other planet, so I'm thinking we'll take the silicates and the hydrogen, or whatever that gas was there. Come on, one more. Well, getting too much damage there. Let's check this thing out. You are using fuel. Whoa, that was a bit of a rough landing. There we go. We get to investigate the location. Let's explore. Grab that. You can use those for various things if you have the person in your crew that knows what to do with it. These gas geysers are slightly different to collect. You kind of have to hover. One more. There we go. The container system is like, you can't have many different resources in one container. So if you have one, you have to use another container. So it's pretty wasteful to grab just one thing. Let's check the ship menu again. Resources. Might as well do some fuel. We got helium there and hydrogen we had already. We'll do one of those. EM drive is full at the moment, so no problems there. Fix up the lander some, and we are good to go. There's a asteroid field there, so let's check that out. Bit of a different type of scenario. Just fly into it. It starts to there we go. This is kind of the same type of screen you get when you are in combat. You don't want to obviously pump yourself too much on those. And there is the momentum thing going on, so you have to be a bit wary. There we have the resource, which these arrows here are pointing into. Let's arm up arm our weapons. Oh, bit of a frame spike there. Alright. Let's see what's in this one. It's up there, so try and hit it from here. There we go. Let's hope those asteroids leave somewhere reasonable. Oh, I guess I'm gonna do a bit of a, it's not a insta-death type of thing, especially if you're going slow enough, so. Cargo space is full. Let's see what we can do about that. Yes, we should use that one. Silicates. There we go. Just skadoodle. There's the sun of this system. I guess we should just jump to the next one. And we have the galaxy map. And here's the separate galaxies. And home is all the way over there. Quite a few galaxies in between. And every single one of these is one solar system. So quite a lot of exploring to do. Let's see. Ice planet and the asteroid field. There's a bit more stuff there, but can't jump to anything outside of this ring, so I'm guessing we just go here because it's closer to most or more solar systems. Here we go. That is a ship. Let's see if he wants to talk to us. Probably does. Go. What do we have here? Give you some time to read that. He wants help. Because he's not able to land on the planets. So there we go. So it wants us to go to some place in the galaxy. Let's check. Whoa, that's a bit of a steep. Get radiation when you get too close to the stars. Just gonna try and get our trajectory. Here we have the orbit of that planet. So there we go. This can be a bit fiddly. You have to have the right speed and the right angle for orbit. Let's see about the mission we got. Alpha Dragonis. Let's see where that might be. Soul Nebula. So there's the place we need to go. So it's only one jump away, which is nice. We are here currently. So we'll just go ahead and check this solar system out and jump there. Kind of wasting the gas a bit too much. These small ones have lower gravity, so they're a bit more difficult to... Whoa. Missed a mile. That's expensive, gas-wise. There we go. There's the silicates, and I'm thinking we probably don't need those right at this moment, but oh yeah, you can't. It's kind of weird how if you don't have room here, you store stuff in the lander there. I'm guessing we don't need that, so go ahead and check out those asteroids. Whoa, there's a bit of an automatic save thing there. do it in the sun, you obviously get all kinds of nasty, or star I should say, all kinds of nasty side effects. But you do get some fuel from flying close to a star, so there's that. Here's another asteroid field. Whoa. Snap. Like you could see, got a little bit of damage, but nothing too dramatic. But this is kinda... You wanna spare what you can, when you can, all the time. Eventually it will be kinda rough with the resources. Let's see what we have here. Gold. That's nice. Can sell it for a decent price. Let's see what the other one holds. Probably full again, but yeah. Let's see. Guess we could make some fuel. There we go. Like you see, it took quite a bit of, gas to get a little bit of fuel, so you're gonna want to be quite conservative wasting it. There we go. That's Long Journey Home. I'm gonna call it an episode and bring you back in the next one. If you liked it, leave me a like. If you didn't, don't. Bye bye.